What's up, Dylan? How are you?
Going on? Good. How are y'all?
Good, good. Um, Dylan, I one of my friends kind of met your dad the other day and your dad was saying this is probably the most enjoyable basketball year of your life. Would you agree with that? And how would you just describe this year for you personally?
Yeah, I would say probably. This year's been a lot of fun. Especially coming from, where came from and, especially just coming from Idaho State last year. We were playing in uh a 3,000 seat gym, probably with probably 1,000 people in there to, now playing in the garden, having it being sold out, having it being jumping. Uh, So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun to be able to experience it with my parents who've been there with me, through and through. So it's been cool.
Are they how many games have they been to?
My dad, he was at a couple at the start, and then he's made the last three, and he's staying through the Big East tournament. He'll be at Seton Hall, and then my
Okay.
mom, she was at a couple at the start, but she made it down to the Yukon at the Garden, Xavier, and then I think she's gonna be at the Big East tournament too.
Was it
Dylan, so
much
like,
was it much of an adjustment for you to go from being the guy off the bench to being the guy in the starting lineup?
No, because I mean, I just think regardless of when I'm out there, I'm just trying to, do the same stuff. So now it just happens to be once the ball is tipped up.
Dylan, how much is the conversation, around practice the last couple of days or whatever been like, hey, if we win this game on Friday night, like this is a championship game, like we win the regular season championship.
Um, honest, I mean, I guess we know what's at stake. Honestly, there hasn't been too much of that just because I don't think Coach P was very happy with how Georgetown went. So he's been just kind of honest about that. So we haven't, but I mean, obviously we know what's at stake. And we know that, Seton Hall is a hungry team. They need this game um in hopes to kind of keep their tournament hopes alive. So we know that we're both playing for something and we know that, that they're a good team. They're gonna bring it and that we gotta bring it too.
Dylan, would you say that his coaches treated Georgetown kind of like a loss in a way?
Um I mean, a lot of our wins are treated like losses. So it's not just Georgetown. I would say over half of our wins are treated like losses. So it's nothing new that we're not used to.
What when you say treat like how does he do that? Like what is it?
Never satisfied. He wants domination from the time the ball is tipped until the end to the last buzzer sounds. I mean, he wants pure domination, and anything less than that, he is not happy with.
Do you think that's part of why this team has won so much the last 2+ months?
I mean, yeah, and I think that's what makes Coach P one of the greats. I think he just demands excellence out of all of his teams, out of all of his players, and I think that's why over time his teams just keep getting better and better and better.
When you think back to the first meeting against Seton Hall, I mean, you guys had to dig yourselves out of a pretty big hole to win. Do you understand why you guys ended up in that hole, and have you addressed how you can not have that happen again?
Yeah. I mean, yesterday we just watched all of our defensive clips against them the first time around. So, I mean, obviously, once we started making that run, we were playing with a lot better energy. A lot just being way more connected on the defensive side of the ball. But then also moving offensively was we were very stagnant against them the first time around.
Dylan, do guys like Zuby or Sadiku like have they talked to you guys at all about kind of what it's like to to win the league and kind of what an opportunity this is tomorrow?
Um, not, I mean, we haven't really talked about what I guess, I mean, not really. I mean, we just know that we have to win. We have to win tomorrow. Tomorrow's a must win for us. Um, s- for seeding, for, the league championship. I mean, it's a must win. We haven't talked too much about,
About the title or anything?
nah, not much.
I mean, does coach make almost like every game a must win though?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that is true.
Dylan, in your at Washington State and Idaho State, like you never won a conference championship, right?
Mm, no, no.
So like if you win tomorrow, you're a conference champion for the first time in your college career. Kind of what would that be like?
It would be cool. It'd be cool. It would be really cool. We better get it done tomorrow. I think that would be, I think that's, I mean, anytime you can win the league in whatever league you're in, that's a pretty special thing. To be able to finish in the Big East 18-2, that's really, really hard to do. So, that would be a testimony to everybody involved in this thing, and it would be really special and really cool.
I mean, I think I'm pretty sure Bryce has never won a league title, and um, Dylan and Oziah, like all the new guys. Do you think that's because they've never experienced it? Does that add to tomorrow?
Uh,
Because
yeah, I mean, I think everybody involved wants to win the league title. So, we're gonna come out with juice. We're gonna be try to be ready to go from the start from the by the time the ball's tipped. Um, Try to just be focused and locked in on what we need to do to win the game. And if we do that, hopefully the results will follow.
Dylan, the last game, it sort of felt like a breakthrough performance for Joson. What was it like for you to like see him have that breakthrough?
It was it was cool. Joe's more than capable of that every game. Joe Son's probably the best just all around scorer I've ever been around. He's like his ability to score is it's kind of unreal at times. And you know, it was his scoring, but he was also, doing the dirty work too. He was playing great defense, and he had a really, I'm not sure how many rebounds he had, but he had one of the biggest rebounds of the night too. That was kind of a 50-50 ball that he came up with that was big, that helped secure the win.
Now, like, okay, so we occasionally get to talk to him like after a game or in a setting like this, and I don't think it's probably his favorite setting I don't think he loves being in front of a camera in the media, but can you share with us a little bit about what he's like for you guys in the locker room or when the cameras aren't rolling on him? Well, what's he like?
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a quieter kid who kind of stays to himself, but he's funny. I mean, he's really funny. We live in the same apartment complex, so I get to ride with him to and from practices sometimes and stuff like that. So, Joe he's a funny guy. It takes a second for him to kind of open up to you, but once he does, he's funny. Really funny. But just a good guy, just a good guy.
Is he the funniest guy on the team?
Nah, I wouldn't give him that title, but
who is?
Who is?
I would say it's either Ruben or Deku. Ruben or Deku. I
Okay.
think I would probably say Ruben. I think Ruben's funny.
Uh, Dylan, kind of, you've, I guess, become known for like, the opposing team is bringing the ball up the floor. They get to around midcourt, and like, you get a steal and a layup down the other end, like you did it against Georgetown. And I think it gave you guys the lead. But like going back to the Villanova game, we saw Ian do that two or three times in that first half. Has he gotten like some pointers from you? Like you've done it a couple times in practice, and he picked up on it. And is that kind of what we saw in that Villanova game?
Yeah, I mean he's more than capable of that, and I think that's just something that they're kind of harping on us guards to kind of do is they call it poking at the ball, and that's kind of an emphasis, and he's getting better, and like he's turning into a pretty good defensive player, and he's kind of learning some tricks. He's learning some tricks from me for sure. How are you doing?
Sadiku.
Sadiku, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How y'all doing?
Hey, Sadiku, how much are you guys talking about the possibility of winning the conference title on Friday?
Uh, I think that's all we preach in the locker room right now. Because you had a great chance and you're blessed to go back to back. Why not? So it's something that we're speaking about it yesterday in practice and in the locker room, trying to get that in the guys' head that we winning the championship. So we have to go out there and play very hard and win the game.
Sadiku, is coach, does Rick talk about it? Has he talked about it to you guys?
Yeah.
What has he said?
Uh, it's like there's nothing else except winning the championship. So that's the main focus right now. Because that's what we've been working since the whole summer, and that's why we brought all the new guys in to try and repeat. And we had a chance to do it on tomorrow, and God willing, we will go out there and play hard and try to win the game.
Sadiku, this would be your third championship in 4 years. Are you like a lucky charm for coach?
I would say that, I would say that. But I'm blessed to be able to win at every level, and I'm very grateful to call myself a winner. And that's why I'm telling all the young guys yesterday in practice that we get a chance to win the championship. We should do it.
Sadiku, did you ever win like a championship in high school?
Yeah, I did. So
Where?
in grind session, so we played
Okay.
the likes of Perfect Prep all the Arizona Compass. So we had a championship down in Arizona. We play West Elks from Florida, and we went against more Autumn at Arizona State,
Okay.
and we won that title. And it was a big time title in Arizona. So my sophomore year, we played Jalen Green. That's in
Right.
the NBA. Him and Namari Burnett and Porsche. I remember Porsche.
Yeah,
So
of course.
I was a team with Porsche, but I was a sophomore. I was a team with Porsche and Dylan Adeusu. And then
Okay.
we lost to Jalen Green in the chip game my sophomore year. And my junior year, we lost to Arizona Compass. Tata Washington will end up going to Kentucky in the semifinal. And then my senior year, we were able to win it.
Who was on that team with you on your senior year?
My senior year, it was Jaquan Sanders, Solid Sunday, uh, how do you call it, Jameer Tripp,
Okay.
Christian Jones, uh, Jason Steele, and a couple of other guys. Yeah.
And that was with OSL, obviously.
OSL, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Deepu, what was it like watching Shannon have a breakthrough game the other day?
So so we have white and red team. So we always compete. And we're always trying to beat the red team every single game in practice. So like the guys on the white team, like anytime we go out there during the game and then any single thing one of them do, even like a dive on the floor or a rebound or a deflection, it's just like something that we all excited to do. So it's like something that we all, because we're trying to beat the right team, it's the competition that we have in the locker room. So like when the white guys off the bench go in the game and do something, it's like a joy to all of us.
So,
Sadiku, I know you're a senior and you have one more year eligibility, but not going through the senior day the other day. Are you expecting to come back next year?
Oh yeah, that's something that we looking to do. Yeah, that's something that we're looking to do. Yeah.
so just getting back to Shannon, Joson, he like we get to see him occasionally like this, but I don't think it's his favorite thing to be talking in front of a camera and everything. What's he like when there's no camera, when you guys are just hanging?
he's pretty much the same person. He's someone, unless like I get to get closer to him. So sometimes me and him we talk and joke, but he still like he got to like have that comfortability around you and trust around you to even open up or say something to you. That's his nature. Yeah, he's just kind of like Kadari that they don't talk unless you get to know them really well.
Sadiqa, when we talked to you a couple of weeks ago, kind of before you guys went on that 13 game winning streak, you were saying like, you guys got to come together and kind of really focus on what you wanted as a team and how to get better. Kind of how have you seen this team change over the last couple of months to go from a team that, didn't have that great of a record to now a team that's playing for a championship on Friday?
Oh, we end up having the joy of playing within each other and knowing what's at stake and getting to know each other really well. So I think that's what carried on until the winning, and even with the losses that we had and everything, like we able to come back together and still go beat Villanova and stuff like that. I think we able to understand that within each other and trying to win every single game.
Sneaker, you know, have you been able to kind of tell the guys what it's like to win the league, and the new guys who haven't experienced it, could you sense that they understand like kind of what it would mean
Yeah,
to win on Friday?
yeah. I think the older guys do. I think the younger guys, I think they'll realize what we have done after we win it. But the other guys like Bryce and D Mitch, I think they understand what it like how the feeling is to win a title. I think they understand that.
Why do
Sadiq,
you?
what do you remember best about that game at the Garden where you guys beat Seton Hall and clinched the championship? What do you remember best about that celebration?
It was amazing. It was amazing. Just like us jumping around each other, just like wow, we did it. Yeah. And I think say we're gonna come. They will try not to let us repeat that. So I'm trying to tell the guys like we have to go there and play really hard to win it.
Sadiqa, what's the toughest thing about playing Seton Hall? Because in the past 2 years, they've played you guys pretty tough.
They're one of the best defensive team in the country. They play really hard every single possession. And like everybody, they're trying to win every game. And that's with them. Like they're very aggressive. They play good defense. They're like number one team in the conference in steals. So that's a team like that. When you play there, you gotta be really like locked in.